guys, Shelly here, and I just wanted to show you how I've paid off 8 different accounts just this year. And so I will show you kind of what I do that helps me to keep track of my debts. And I know that some of you guys know my story, but in my depression and just in my depression and anxiety and PTSD, I just would shop and make poor choices and not be a good steward of our finances, and I hid it from my husband. And so I went through that, and thankfully we have worked through that, and as a result of that, I've been able to help other people who have been, just struggling with their budget or paying off debt and just making wise choices. And so I made these printables as a result of my my debt-free journey. We years ago paid off about $40,000 worth of debt, and then after that I accumulated some debt. I went right back into some bad habits once I went into depression. And so depression was my way of just coping with just the hurt and not feeling good enough and not feeling worthy enough. I felt like by spending money and shopping, that would make me feel better. And it didn't. And so, as you can see, when we started out in February, actually in January, the Belk, I think it was at $200. And so I paid off the Belk one in January and the Children's Place one in January. And so if you are on your debt-free journey, you're going to write out all of your debts from smallest to largest. So smallest to largest. And so my Belk one was $213. I think my Children's Place one was like $400 and something dollars. And then Kohl's in February was $467. And so I think the minimum payment for the Belk card was like $30 and the Children's Place was $30. And so my debt snowball with 30, 30, and 30 is now $90. All right. And so what you do is you take your smallest amount. So my Belk one was like $230. You pay, you do everything you can to pay that off. So any extra money goes to the smallest account. And then once you pay that off, you put that minimum balance, so like say $30 you were paying, and then add it to that one. And so that would be $60. So you'll pay $60 until you pay the Children's Place off. And then $90. So $90 until you pay the Kohl's one off. And so this is called the debt snowball method. And Dave Ramsey, we took Dave Ramsey's class a few times, Financial Peace University. It's amazing. If you haven't taken it, you should totally take it. But this is where I was starting out. This is exactly where I was starting. And so this printable is in the shop, and this is March. And so each month I worked my bum off to pay off a new account. And so every extra penny that I had went to the next account. So in March it was Best Buy. Let's see. All right, in April, in March I paid off Best Buy. And so in April, I was focusing on Victoria's Secret. And so the snowball payment was $150. You guys see? And then in June, I started doing a sinking fund. Now, a sinking fund is just saving year-round for different categories. And so our HOA is due at the end of the year in December, and it's about $750 or $800. And so each paycheck, we save about $47 so that by December, we'll have the $800. And so we have clothing each month, or each paycheck I put $25 for clothing, $25 for tires, $25 for birthday, and HOA I do $47. That's just the balance, or that was the balance in June. And so that is the sinking fund. If you have any questions on that, let me know. Sinking fund. All right, here's May debt. oh, we paid off Victoria's Secret. Yay! And so then in June, let's see. Oh, in June, we had, I guess in May or June, I paid off American Express. And so every single time I paid off a card, I go ahead and put that debt snowball to the next account. And so Loft was the next one. Look at that. It's going down. It's going down. Here is an emergency fund visual. They say that you should have at least $1,000 for emergencies. Emergencies are gonna happen, and so I have that in the shop as well. We keep our emergency fund at $1,000, but our next goal once we are debt free is to have 3 to 6 months of our living expenses. But we won't start that until we are debt free. And here's a Christmas fun visual. So I started it in June, or I created this in June. And you can kind of start saving because it's 3 months away, less than 3 months away. All right, let's see what's next. So all of these are in the shop. Monthly spending tracker, debt payment. Oh, this is July, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by July. This is my sinking fund update. And then telling our money where to go, monthly budgeting categories, grocery spending in August, $622, not bad. Telling my money where to go. Yes, this... I spent a lot this month. Let's see, eating out. And I realized how much for me, being able to see it and kind of see what categories. Look at this, eating out, nails, yes. Eating out. So that told me the next month that in September, I needed to watch it, right? Because we spent a lot of money on eating out for the month of August. We had a lot of adjustments in August. Let's see. All right, where my money went. So not as many pinks in September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did better. I think I stopped after a while because I forgot to print out another one, but I still kept track of it. So in, September, I only spent $613.46 on groceries, which is better, right? I think we try to stay somewhere between $600 and $650. That would be the goal. We are now, before we were able to spend $600, but because we have to do lunches for the boys at their new school, it costs a little bit more each month. All right, so August, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still paid. We still have that Loft card there. Here's our sinking funds. And this is for this month. I haven't done anything this month because I haven't spent any. And I ran out of printer ink. That's why it's black and white. All right, so for October, you can see that we paid off Belk, Children's Place, Kohl's, Best Buy, Victoria's Secret, American Express, Loft, and our HOAs. Amazing. So we started out, so I only have about $11,000 left, which in February, let's see what I had. 24 or 16, let's say 16,000. And now I'm at 11,760 and 73 cents. Yes, and then our car debt, once we pay off our credit card, then we'll go ahead and pay off our car. And so as you can see right now, our Snowball, because let's see, our HOA was like $248, so we put $248 in all of these minimum payments to our debt Snowball, and so our debt Snowball is over $500 because with $482 plus $50, we'll pay this off in no time. Actually, I feel like we'll pay this off this week. My husband, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. My husband sold something, and I think that we'll go ahead and put that money toward, after we tithe, we'll put that money toward that. So we'll pay that off hopefully this month, or matter of fact this week, and then we can work on the next one. Yay! So all of these printables are in the Vision 31 shop. Let me know if you have any questions about the debt snowball method. There are 90 days left in this year, and let's make the most of them. Let's not go into the new year wanting our finances to be better, wanting our fitness to be better, wanting our life to be better, but not taking the daily steps to make it happen. You can do it. All right? Bye, guys.